All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Wealth Building for Dummies podcast. My name is Kyle Demian. I'm here, as always, with Renji Matthew, and today we're talking about networking and how to effectively network to be able to accelerate and grow your business. Renji and I have been in business for multiple years, and a lot of our business growth and acceleration has come from the hands of networking, whether it's new business opportunities or just getting access to new clients. A lot of it has come from networking, right, Renji? And so, give us a little bit of an intro of networking and maybe how it's helped you grow your business and maybe what even is networking for those that, just may not be 100% sure how it works.
For me, what networking's done is figure out more opportunities that I didn't even know were out there, right? Because a lot of times, until you learn from other people or hear other people talk about certain business opportunities, you might never hear about it before that. So networking has helped me grow in that sense, in the sense of all the different business opportunities that have come across my table that I wouldn't have even thought to look for, right? So, and one of the networking events I go to, there's a monthly real estate event I try to go to. I need to do a better job about it, but it's being connected to like-minded people that are doing what you're doing, and you'll meet people that might be doing exactly where you're trying to get to. And those connections will help you get there faster because you can learn from those people. And a lot of people that are successful, they're willing to help out, which is the coolest thing I've seen. Is I think a lot of people think, oh, rich people don't like to share their knowledge. That's not actually true. The really successful that are wealthy and that got there on doing the hard work, they actually like sharing what they learn. They actually like giving away their information. So those networking events that you can go through, it will help you, build so much faster than you thought imagined, because they'll teach you stuff that you might not even be thinking about, how to grow your business or what else you could do. So for me, that's what networking has done, is learning new opportunities to make money and how to do it a lot faster than what I would have ever done.
For sure. And what you just mentioned there too about meeting people that are successful and them sharing with you and what our experience has been with one of our really good friends, Will, is and Amrinder, another new relationship that we're developing. These successful people want to pull you up and bring you with them, Mm-hmm. I think I've heard before that success is lonely, or I don't know, one of those, negative connotations with success to try to, hold people back. But it's really not. And when you become successful, what I've seen with all these entrepreneurs and business people is that, yeah, they want to help more people get to their level and build a bigger team and be able just to help other people make an impact on their lives. Because for some of them, money, it just isn't the reward anymore, because they've already got it. But what a lot of these successful people like to do is bring other people with them, and that becomes their new reward and what gives some of them, motivation. And I found that to be more true often than not. And so with that, your net work is your net worth. You guys have probably heard it before, and it's so true, because your network is what opportunities are around you. Your network is who ends up becoming your client. And more as in business, as Renji and I are getting further and further along, I'm starting to see, even for myself, it's in business and being an entrepreneur, it's all about who knows of you and who knows you. Not necessarily who you know, but who knows you. And this has been taught to us for, the last few years by our mentors that we've worked with. And when they told us to get onto social media, and just through social media, posting videos every day, going live, and most importantly, networking with other people, even with people in our industry, to get their insights, to pick their brains, and then networking with people on social media that aren't necessarily in our business, but it's just opened up so many new opportunities for me, as well as I know it has for you. So, other than maybe just networking online, Renji, what are some different ways that people can actually network like off of social media? And actually, like I was kind of talking about Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, but like LinkedIn is a really good place for networking because everybody on LinkedIn is business oriented at some point or looking for a job or an opportunity at some point. So like, LinkedIn's a great place to network too. And I know that you've done a lot of that before in the past as well, right?
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think people have to be like not too scared to get out there, right? I think that's the biggest thing, making yourself be visible. Because for me, I know we both have talked about this a lot before. We were too scared to get on social media, right?
Yeah.
And even that, after we started doing that, we were too scared to go live on social media. And now that we're doing that, it's like, what's the next thing? It's if you're too scared to take action, and this is in anything, if you're too scared to take action, you're not going to go much further, right? There, you will go far, but not too far. Like there's so many more things you can do. Just getting out there, being social with people, like you get the connections. A lot of our coaches that we have together, a lot of the mentors, I think about 7 mentors for different things. I wouldn't have met any of them if it wasn't for getting out there and going to events or going out on social media and reaching out to people. That's how, like we said, a lot of these people want to give. There are people that make it there. Don't get us wrong. There are people that get there without sharing and stuff. But those are the people that are lonely, right? Those are the people that are wealthy but don't have a happy, peaceful life. The people that get there and want other people to come along with them, those people have a fulfilled life because now they have other people to enjoy life with that are like-minded and successful, right? And that just, it's, what is that? Iron sharpens iron. All of those people just keep getting better and better because they're all at the same level, and they're just going to keep getting sharper and sharper because they have each other to bounce ideas off of. They're like-minded. So you don't get to that point until you make yourself visible. And when you make yourself visible, even if you don't do it the right way, you will meet people that will help you get better, right? Especially what I've learned is some successful people, they are really good at finding what you can be good at without you even realizing. Like there's times where I know Kyle and I have talked about this before. I didn't know I was good at certain things, and some of our mentors have pointed it out. And then that's when I even think about some of those things. Then when I look at it and try to sharpen that skill, then you realize, man, I didn't even think about this. So there are some things that, not just in business, not just with different opportunities, but you get to know better about yourself with some of these mentors and networking, opportunities that come across your table. Some of these things can make you better at stuff that you didn't even realize that you can be good at. Right.
Absolutely.
So there's so many more things that can go across from that.
Absolutely. And I think like one of the important things with networking, too often when people hear networking, they think of it like you're purposely trying to network just to like sell people your product or your opportunity. And like, that's not truly what networking is. That's one of the mistakes that people make is like only reaching out to people when you're in need, failing to listen to others effectively, maybe not asking enough questions to actually get to know the other person. But your mindset always has to be like, you want to learn about the person that you're networking with. You want to put them first, maybe help them fill some of their needs, help them with some of the problems that they're going with, or simply just asking about that, but most importantly, figuring out who they are, what they do, why they're doing that, how long they've been doing that, what they like about it, what they don't like, asking them about family, and like just genuinely getting to know the other person. And business and sales aside, like just come at it from that aspect. It comes from a book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, which is just talking about like how to make people like you is actually taking an interest in them first. And it's not to be, deceptive to try to get everybody to like you because you just keep asking them questions about you, but just like actually be a good person, and put the sales and put your income aside, but like just network for the fact of building a community and building people that like and trust. and, may be able to help them out one day, or maybe they can help you out one day with what they can offer. Right. So some different areas of networking that, people can go to. We mentioned like LinkedIn and social media, a few different areas that, people can go to for networking, at least like locally in your community. There is a organization called BNI, Business Networking International. I was a part of that probably 3 or 4 years ago. And then I'm actually rejoining one now. It's literally a group of business professionals that get together weekly. And the whole idea is that givers gain by you passing referrals and sharing referrals with this network of trusted professionals. What's the word I'm looking for? But by you giving referrals, it's going to come back to you, tenfold from other people referring you as well. But that's one avenue, like a chamber of commerce, Rotary Club. Those aren't necessarily for networking, but usually there's other business professionals and professionals in the space where you're helping out the community, and that is the purpose for it. But just naturally, because you're in this group and you're helping out the community, you're being a part of the greater good, business naturally tends to get passed amongst that group. And then there's different networking events. Like Renji mentioned, there's real estate meetups. Those seem to be pretty common, or at least pretty common to me. I see it because I follow a lot of people in real estate, but I'm sure there's got to be other meetups for, what other kind of meetups are there, Renji? I don't know.
There's
blanking
meetups
right
for
now,
everything.
but,
And that's the thing. If you go to Facebook and just do a search on groups, and let's say you're interested in knitting, right? You could type in groups for knitting and you'll find them. So whatever you're interested in, whatever type of business you're trying to get into, if you go to Facebook and just do a search on groups, you'll find that. And you can look for local or in your state or in other states. If you're trying to do things virtually, you will find some type of group you're trying to get into, whatever it may be, right? I'm sure there's businesses that we still haven't had any idea of that are out there. So, but that's how you do that, is go on those Facebook groups and join them to learn. Like, don't join them to sell them something. Join them, like Kyle said, provide value. Go in there to learn and see how you can provide value. I just joined another group yesterday, and I went in there and said, I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to learn what I'm here to learn. Also, I'm here to provide value as much as I can, if I can. Because if you go in there like that, people will be more accepting of you. Not saying I'm going in there to sell a product or whatever. I genuinely want to learn more about the people that are in there and what all businesses, they do, because the more I can know about an industry and things that I might not even be thinking about, it's more value that I can provide for our listeners and for our own clients, because at the end of the day, that's what it should be about. It's not about how much more money I can make, but it's also about how can I improve my already existing clients and my family's life, because something new I learned that I didn't even know was possible, right? And someone commented on the thing that, networking made this podcast possible. It's true. Like
100%.
Kyle and I wouldn't have met, know, so it's crazy, all the relationships you'll make, because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's, yes, you'll make money. Yes, opportunities will come, but those relationships that you make will last you a lifetime, because like we said, a lot of the rich, once they get there and they're successful, it's not about money anymore. It's about the relationships, right? And those people that will pull you up too, it's because they're doing that because they want to have that iron sharpens iron relationships with other people. Because if they're up there on their own, because they're the only one up there because they're successful, they're going to get lonely, right? So pulling other people up to their same level, it not only sharpens them, now those people can bring perspectives that you might not have thought about, right? So it's always good to bring people along with you, because at the end of the day, you don't want to be at the top on your own. You'll get lonely real fast.
Absolutely. And we did have a comment from Nina saying that conferences are a great way to network too. And that's the thing. Like, if you just go out there and simply look for it, just like anything, if you go out there and look for it, you tend to find opportunities in different avenues. So networking is no different. And it's a free way to grow your business. It's potentially a free way to grow your skill set. You know, if you meet the right person that's, you know, will be willing to help you and to help you grow and build your skills. And in business, you need to network. You know, in entrepreneurship, you need to network. If you get into owning assets, guess what? In getting into real estate, you need to network with real estate agents, mortgage lenders, you know, other real estate investors, and maybe sell your deals to them. Like, everything in business comes down to networking and relationships, right? So with that, Renji, anything else that you want to end us off with today?
I think at the end of the day is, are you providing value? Are you networking for the right reasons? Because to be honest with you, yeah, when I first started networking, it was for me to learn and make money, right? But I've noticed the more and more we provide value, the more and more I'm there to help other people. It's actually blessed me in a lot more ways than I realized. Because when other people see your genuinity and your authenticity, and that you're there to actually provide value and not get anything in return, they will tenfold return. And I'm not saying do this because you want that tenfold back, but do it without wanting anything back. Because when you do it that way, they will genuinely see the type of person you are and want to work with you on their own, right? Because I've dealt with, and I know Kyle has too, we've dealt with so many people that are really good salesmen, right? And that's not a bad thing. They make a lot of money too, but a lot of times when you're being a sleazy salesman, you're going to lose those relationships that you wish you would have kept, right? So if you're actually there to provide value and being authentic to who you are and showing love to people, they will come back to be stronger relationships than you thought you had. And that will provide not only a network that is valuable, but like I said, ideas that you would never have thought about, you know? So, and then it helps you grow together.
For sure. Absolutely. Well, with that, don't forget that your network is your net worth. So we encourage you at some point today, just go and join one extra Facebook group, or go and just message one extra person, whether it's on Instagram or TikTok and LinkedIn, and just ask if they'd be willing to have a 10 to 15 minute call to network, or just to get to know each other. Like, grow and expand your business and just purposely try to meet new people every day and watch your business grow. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you made it to the end of this episode, do us a favor and just like the video below. Drop your comments below, drop any questions that you have, and we'll see you guys on the next episode. Take care.